Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Starts 2013 Women's World Cup in Kobe, Japan.
Are you ready?
MC asking the audience here in the Kobe Central Gymnasium, are you ready? Because we certainly are. And this is the schedule for today. Coming up are the semi-finals matches. It's China versus Singapore, Wu Yang versus Feng Tianwei. And after that, we'll have Liu Shiwen, defending champion, versus Jiang Huajun. These are some of the games we saw yesterday. The road to the semi-finals, if you will. Liu Shiwen beat Yu Mengyu. Jiang Huajun beat Shen Yanfei. And here come the contesters. Wu Yang in the yellow on the right here. Girl from China, 21 years old. Feng Tianwei on the left, much more experienced at 27.
This is from Singapore, Feng Tianwei. この試合の審判をご紹介します。Umpire, Kyung-hee Kim, Korea.
Wu Yang, she's played a great match yesterday against the Japanese superstar Ai Fukuhara. Lost the first game, but established herself after that. Did not allow her opponent to win. One more game was a 4-1 for her. 11-7, 11-8, 11-9, and 11-2. Decisive triumph in the fifth. This lady here, Feng Tianwei, has had quite the different story, as she was to beat Kasumi Ishikawa 4-3. Very close match that was. A lot of ups and downs in both performances, change in fortunes all the way. 11-7 in the 7th and deciding game for her.
3月のワールドチームカップでは決勝で石川選手に3対0で勝ち、中国の団体優勝に貢献。4月のアジアカップは2位でした。ワールドカップカットマン初 V を狙う伸び盛りの21歳がウリオ選手です。対するはヒロテンベ選手、中国から日本を経てシンガポールへ渡りました。今大会セカンドステージ、福原選手に4対2、リュウジャー選手に4対1。
Coin toss awarded to Wu Yang. Player can now either decide to serve or to select the side to play on. Can be a tactical factor to choose to receive instead of serving, especially in a best of 7, which we have here. That means in the deciding stages at 9-9 in the first, in the third, and in the 5th game, as well as the 7, you have your own serve. So if you're a good serving player, usually select receive. Wu Yang here in the picture, world ranked number 8, quarter-finalist at the World Championships 2011 in Rotterdam, as well as 2013 in Paris. Won the Polish Open and the Slovenian Open in 2011. And Feng Tianwei, she's been around for quite some time now, world ranked number 4, quarter-finalist as well in both World Championships. Bronze medal in the Olympics 2012, that has to be her biggest success so far. 4th place in the World Cup 2012 for her. Warm-up for these two. Both are very much prepared for this match, I'm sure. I've been training this morning. This warm-up now more or less only to get used to the circumstances here in the main hall, which are a bit different from the practice hall. The bigger the venue, the more you feel the ball is traveling slower. Players need some time to get used to that.
Okay, first game.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First semi-finals of the Women's World Cup 2013. Best of 7 game. Wu Yang from China to serve.
One, love.
You can see that right away. Wu Yang is a so-called defensive player with a pimples rubber on her backhand usually. That is the red rubber.
One, all.
So-called chopping player, uses backspin. Sometimes will switch it up with heavy topspin, especially on the forehand. As usually a quite passive approach to the game, waiting for the mistakes of her opponent, forcing Feng Tianwei to play topspin after topspin and chopping these back onto the table.
Three, one.
We saw just that. She's able to play a nice forehand topspin. Is very heavy on the spin, has posed quite some problems for Ai Fukuhara yesterday as well. And she's off to a good start, 4-1. What a rally to begin with here. Point to Feng Tianwei. Very patient approach from the Singaporean player so far. That is always very crucial when playing against defense. Not to rush things. Take your time, set up the point nicely. Because what's usually the case in attack versus defense is time is playing against the attacking player. The longer the match goes, the better the defending player adjusts, the more tired you get as well as an attacking player. Wu Yang and Feng Tianwei have met on 3 occasions before. 2 matches were won by Wu Yang. Last one, the Harmony China Open 2013. It was a straight 4-0 for Wu Yang. Feng Tianwei did manage to win the German Open match in 2009. Those are statistics, don't mean anything for this game necessarily. a bit unusual for Wu Yang to miss these opportunities to get in the forehand topspin. Was a bit of a step missing towards the table. She's also got a very unique approach to defensive play. She's a very, well, not slow, but if you look at the speed she produces, it's not that high, really. But she's so safe and has all these weird spin variations, especially the side spin chop, which she's doing most of the time from the backhand.
7, 6.
Here, for example. Beautiful slow motion. You can see the side spin on the serve and the way it bounces to the right. Close first game. Wu Yang not as safe as we used to seeing from her. That of course can change over the course of a best of 7.
9, 7.
Nicely done, good acceleration from Feng Tianwei. Waited until the last possible moment to accelerate, thereby surprising Wu Yang. We see that here. She was expecting a much slower topspin and not down the line as well. Nonetheless, we have the first 2 game points of this match. 10-8 for Wu Yang.
That 8, 10.
And she takes it, no questions asked. 11-8, the score of the first game. 1-0, the lead of Wu Yang.
Game.
And we're back on the center court of the Kobos Central Gymnasium, waiting for Feng Tianwei to open up the second game here. Great point at the get-go. This is what I find most impressive in the game of Wu Yang, is the quality of her forehand topspin. The placement's great, not so much speed, but the spin is incredible. She has so much variations to work with.
One, two.
We saw that again. Everything coming from the black rubber of Wu Yang has so much spin, either backspin or topspin. Backspin in this instance. Difficult to control for Feng Tianwei.
Three, two.
That's 2 points. Well done by Feng Tianwei, well crafted. You can see that there are no easy points for her. Has to start pushing at some point when there's too much backspin on the chop. But she's been doing that very patiently so far, I have to say. Not rushing things at all.
6, 2.
Six to 2 is the reward so far. That was once again that heavy spin, forehand topspin, and it's not the first time that the backhand block flies long from Feng Tianwei. She has a good technique on that, keeping her elbow up, but still underestimating the spin. Nicely done. As soon as she gets that high bouncing chop, it is pretty much it for Feng Tianwei.
7-5.
Wu Yang now needs to change up her tactics here, waiting for the opportunity to attack. Immediately sensed that that push was bouncing way too high. Good anticipation on her side. That is one of the many skills needed by a professional table tennis player, to be able to anticipate where the ball is landing, what spins on the ball.
8-5.
See the chop coming up, see the acceleration of the ball. Change in rotation here to backspin.
6-9.
9-6. 2 more points to go for Feng Tianwei to equalize. That is much needed for her confidence as well. Nobody wants to be down 2-0, even in a best of 7.
9-7.
Game points for the 27-year-old player from Singapore. 3 opportunities to level the playing field here. That touched the edge of the table. All table tennis players immediately recognize that sound. You can see that coming up now. So slightly, but indeed it touched. That was a risky maneuver by Feng Tianwei, but it paid off in the end, forcing the attacking topspin, but being there with the block back, and she wins the second game 11-8, equalizing to 1 game each.
Start the game. Wu to serve. Lover.
Crucial 3rd game coming up of the semi-finals match. The 2013 Women's World Cup in Kobe.
1 love.
Difficult to call the shots so far. Not the best performance by Wu Yang. Feng Tianwei is in control here, at the moment at least. That was a fantastic rally. Really incredible touch for both these players. First, the topspin from Feng Tianwei brushing the edge of the net, and look at the reaction from Wu Yang here, bringing it back, touching the net as well. Incredibly flat bounce. That takes quite some expertise. Goes to show us why these are in the top 10 players ranked in the world at the moment.
1, 2.
This is of course something that Wu Yang cannot be looking for in this match, is topspin versus topspin against Feng Tianwei. This is her trademark shot for the Singaporean player. Almost perfect technique. Really a lot more powerful than Wu Yang's forehand topspin. Once in a while there are just these spectacular shots from Wu Yang, surprising the opponent as well as the spectators. Once again sensing the bounce of the push a bit too high, went in with the pimples rubber this time and smashed it. Don't see that every day. And she's in the lead, 5-3. Once again, hard work for Feng Tianwei, but well crafted indeed. And I get now why it is so difficult for non-Chinese players to play against Wu Yang. She's very much unpredictable in what she does. Cannot expect her to play defense all the time. Sometimes she will just smash the ball with the pinball throbber as we've seen earlier. Even go for a third ball attack. That is not the first time she scored with the foreign topspin. This time be it a bit lucky. Nevertheless, that was a crucial point for her. Maybe a bit too late on the foreign topspin. And while that clipped the table, I believe it was the side of the table.
7-6.
Nonetheless, what an amazing side spin chop. Almost bounced back. Was indeed the side of the table. As we can see here in this shot that the side of the table is lined with metal, so it produces a very distinct and different sound from a normal bounce. Here once again, as soon as Feng Tianwei gets comfortable in attacking, Wu Yang switches things up here. Unexpected forehand topspin out of nowhere. 8-6. Feng Tianwei is doing a fine job, but she's steadily behind at least 1 point, mostly 2, and that 2 more points to go for Wu Yang in this game. Oh, fantastic. Great anticipation from Feng Tianwei this time. Once again forced the topspin, but this time was ready to play the counter topspin over the table. Fantastic, really. This is table tennis at the highest order at the moment. Game points to Wu Yang in this very crucial third game. Bit of bad luck for Feng Tianwei, once again clipping the edge of the table. 11-8, once again we've seen all 11-8 so far. This time Wu Yang, she's leading 2 games to 1.
fourth game. Feng to serve, love ball.
So it's 2-1 for Wu Yang from China. 2 more games to go for her to proceed to the finals. The 2013 Women's World Cup in Kobe. Still a long way to travel though, and this lady will have something to say about that. Feng Tianwei. Interesting to see though after the bounce the amount of side spin on the ball. If you look at that chop coming up and now the push. Okay, it touched the net, but it bounced on the line and then went straight sideways. Always amazing to see the amount of spin on the ball. Such a huge factor in table tennis, more than any other sports.
2-1.
Once again that issue, forehand topspin Wu Yang, backhand block Feng Tianwei. 0 for 3 so far. This is 2 for 2 if you ask me. I mean, just the reaction time of seeing that push from Feng Tianwei bounce a bit too high. Hard work for Feng Tianwei. Each of these points went for a little less spin on the forehand topspin, produces a higher bounce from the pimples rubber. Now she starts to miss a few. 7-2, that game leaning heavily in favor of Wu Yang. Good variation, no spin serve. We haven't seen that from her. She's got so many variations, so many ways of mixing things up, Wu Yang. Very, very unpredictable. fantastic rally, really. Only missed by a couple of centimeters. That can make all the difference in table tennis, of course. Was the second time that worked for her, Feng Tianwei, that backhand topspin down the line. Now 3 points in a row for the Singaporean. Point for a timeout, and indeed,
timeout.
Hong Linghui calls for the timeout here. Wu Yang has missed 4 points in a row. He needs to make sure she keeps her lead here. This is a very pivotal stage of this match even. So important for Wu Yang to win this game as well, to be up 3-1. That is so huge in terms of confidence. So timeout gone for Wu Yang. Still 2 points left on the table for her in this game.
7-9.
It was not the first time at these tight stages of the match that she is a bit fortunate, Wu Yang. Talk about perfect length. It was almost too perfect. Bitter situation for Feng Tianwei. She's faced now with 3 game points. And the first one, she takes 11-7 this time. 3-1 is the score for Wu Yang. One more game to go for her. Time called by the umpire. We're back at the center court, if you will. Fifth game commencing between Wu Yang of China, who's up 3-1 against Feng Tianwei from Singapore. It is a very open match so far, with the score nonetheless leaning heavily towards Wu Yang. That was the first time she scored in topspin versus topspin 2. Once again showing how important confidence in professional table tennis is. Usually that's a point that Feng Tianwei will take. If you're down 3-1, it all feels different. Once again, there was this backhand smash with the pimple, so impressive to see, worked out all the time.
Don't touch with the foot.
Slowly but steadily, Wu Yang advances. If she's shown anything in this tournament, is that she's incredibly stable.
4-all.
Talk about perfect length once again. Either Feng Tianwei did not expect that to go back to the table at all. It was so difficult for the bounce here. Almost bounced behind her body. You cannot play a topspin on that.
5-all.
To admire the tenacity of Wu Yang, the endurance during a rally. And as soon as she senses the opportunity to attack, she's right there with the forehand topspin, and only one needed as well. Once again in the lead. She's giving everything at the moment, playing 100% all the time. She knows she has to score point after point from here on. There's no room for error for Feng Tianwei. Once again, that forehand topspin. So much spin on the ball, it barely even bounces. You can see that coming up here. Such a flat bounce produced by the spin. Feng Tianwei completely misjudges. It doesn't even hit it. And that very rarely happens in professional table tennis. 7-6. Once again, Wu Yang up 1 point. Make that 2 as we're inching towards the business section of this game. Timeout forced for Feng Tianwei. Once again, you can see the Chinese having a very different approach to timeout. Most of the time taking it in the lead to secure the lead, secure the game. Other timeouts, as this one, for example, for Feng Tianwei. Sort of an emergency break. Trying to stop the momentum, trying to come up with a new plan, with new tactics for Feng Tianwei to still win this. She's down 2 points, and in the end that is enough for Wu Yang to win this. Good setup here with the forehand topspin, assisted by the net as well. And this one was more difficult than it looked like. Still a lot of backspin on it. So this is it. All the timeouts are spent at this moment. Players will have to fend for themselves. First point after the timeout, always an indication whether things worked out. So far, so good for Feng Tianwei. In a row, 8-all. Second time she misses the smash shot. is Wu Yang. Twice she misjudged it now, Feng Tianwei. Now it's all or nothing for her. She's averted these 2 match points. Well done, Feng Tianwei. 10-all. Anyone's game this. 5th game now. Such a great chop. The length was incredible, almost bounced twice on the table. It is always difficult to judge as a player. Do I play a chop or push or topspin? What do I do with that? Result, match point once again to Wu Yang. Lucky once again. 5th time she's assisted by the net. And this time it counts. 12-10, the final score of the 5th game. Wu Yang beats Feng Tianwei 4 games to 1. We see the confirmation on screen here. 11-8, 11-7, 12-10. Wu Yang's won the last 3 games in a row. Great performance by the defending player from China. She will advance to the finals match. Feng Tianwei, on the other hand, she will have one more appearance here at the World Cup. She will be placing in the bronze medal match, if you will. 3rd place match coming up in the afternoon today. Congratulations to Wu Yang, she's played a good game. But whom will she be facing in the finals? It'll be either Liu Shiwen or Jiang Huajun. The answer to that coming up in a few minutes.
今、プロ選手からコートを後にします。決勝に備えます、ウーヤン選手。